Hey there, everyone. I swear, if you knew what was going on in the background some days, you'd be killing yourself laughing. I've been laughing at myself because I've been trying to get this tiny little piece of Palo Santo burning because I don't want to waste it. And I thought, okay, let me hold it with maybe a clothes peg or a tweezer. Sorry, there would be a very noisy bike in the background. Um, and then I thought, no, Shereen, because then you're going to risk the possibility of YouTube thinking that you're cooking up drugs or something. You know, you can't have any naked pictures and you can't have this and that. Luckily, I don't think they actually watch for that too much on channels like mine that are not monetized, but rather safe than sorry. Okay, so I hope you're all having a good day so far. I'm here to do an ad hoc reading for whoever needs to hear it. If you are seeing this, there's very much a likelihood that there's a message here for you. Unless you watch a lot of readings and then perhaps, you end up with a couple that don't make sense, and that's because they might be meant for somebody else. Okay, it's not necessarily that you watch a lot of readings and they're not meant for you, but not every reading is going to be for you. And some of you, I know I'm stating the obvious, but I do have to just make that clear for those who are new here. If you are, very, very welcome, and as usual, for my regular watchers, thank you very much for always being there to support and comment and encourage me. I really do appreciate it. All right, so let's see what's coming through today. I'm going to quickly see if there's anything coming through. I tried the Palo Santo, as I said, and I just decided that perhaps it was not my best idea in terms of YouTube, scanning everything that you do and watching your every move. So let's just see what else comes up. I'm going to burn some sage and see if there's any initial messages that I get. And then we'll jump into the cards. I do feel like I need to use the energy oracle today. So that's what we're going to start with. Ooh, okay. Okay, I feel like that little pop was quite relevant, and I feel like there's something that someone doesn't expect that catches them by surprise. It could be, I don't want to necessarily call it a tower moment. We'll see what comes through maybe in the reading, but it feels like something kind of catches us off guard, or we come to some kind of a realization. And it's almost like we didn't see the signs, or we didn't see the warning signs about something. I don't think this is too dramatic. It's just like, oh, why didn't I see that before? Okay, for some of you, it might be something a bit more serious, and then perhaps it's something to pay attention to. You know, that saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. And I know I'm dealing with smoke now, but that's kind of a message that's coming through here. And it's almost like something else that is unimportant or like petty has been distracting you. Like maybe if you're having a lot of arguments with somebody and you're more focused on um, that dynamic that's currently going on, even if it's not like a permanent thing, an aggravation with something or somebody that's kind of taking up your energy and pulling you away from what you should be focusing on. Perhaps that's why you missed that thing, or why that particular thing comes as a bit of a surprise to you. It's like, why didn't I notice that? And the answer is going to be because you focused on things that are unimportant, or things that you kind of allowing your energy to be siphoned by petty small things, like you're sweating the small stuff and you are paying attention to that, and it's causing a distraction for you. And it's not that necessarily somebody else is deliberately distracting you, it's that you are allowing yourself to be distracted by silly things, and you're not paying attention to the things you should be paying attention to. I think a way to kind of negate this or overcome it or nip it in the bud, so to speak, is look at the things you're paying attention to right now. Look at the things that you had planned for your day or that you have as a priority, or what you feel like you're really focused on. Like if you do have somebody, say for instance, in your work environment that's being a real pain at the moment, and you find that you're bumping heads with this person, maybe you need to say, okay, let me sit down and push that out of the way. What else would I be focusing on if I didn't have this going on in my life? Is this really important? Am I being pulled away from other things that I should be focusing on, that I should be working on, that are going to be constructive? That's what I feel like needs to happen here, because it's like we're wasting our time on nonsense where we could be a lot more focused on another thing that's constructive. And it's not necessarily that that person's deliberately trying to distract us. We're allowing ourselves to be sucked into the drama or sucked into some other type of energy that's just not what we should be focusing on. It's not constructive. Okay. I've seen this card a few times. It's the broken heart. This card typically talks about heart healing, where our heart has been broken in the past and there's potential for healing. I feel like there's more to the story though, so I'm not going to just go with that. Let's see. Tell me more about this broken heart, please. Okay, maybe somebody's focused on something like that. I feel like I need to take these as well. Ooh, okay. I feel like one of these negative dynamics could be something to do with jealousy or envy, all right? Because this has come up, and even though this has come up in the reverse position, I feel like this needs to be addressed. Like an action needs to be taken, and it's just a simple mind shift. It's literally that thing of like, am I focusing on all the bad things, on all the negative things that have happened? Have I focused on being jealous or envious of somebody else? Or am I trying to, you know what else I think it is for some people? This is not going to necessarily apply to everybody, but it feels as though you have been in a situation where you are upset about something, you are going through something, and it's almost as if that low vibration energy or similar low vibration energies are kind of pulling you in. So if you're feeling brokenhearted, or you were feeling brokenhearted or disappointed or disrupted by something, it's almost like you got yourself onto that frequency and you haven't pulled yourself out of it. So other things of that frequency are attracting your energy, and that's keeping you where you are. And you need to flip this over, and the way you flip it over is just realizing that it's happening. Often just, acknowledgement of something has the ability to turn it around. So I've got the world in reverse, which is like short-sightedness, not seeing the options that are available to you, not seeing opportunities, feeling like, I'm never going to have this, or I'm not going to reach these goals. It's about having tunnel vision. And I really feel like this is what it is. We're only seeing the negatives. We're only noticing that person's energy when we walk through a room or we're in a particular environment. We've hyper focused on it, maybe even subconsciously, that we don't even realize we're doing this. This is causing a disconnection from spirit. If we were connected to spirit, connected to our higher selves, we wouldn't be distracted by things like this. We need to reconnect. We need to turn this energy around. And this is saying you feel trapped. You feel like you're all tied up, but you're not. Because it's come up in the reverse position, which says you're not. This is a mental, or, it's like a mental imprisonment. And it's an imprisonment of the mind. It's not real. We've just allowed ourselves to kind of feed into that negative energy over and over. And now, because we're giving off that frequency, you know what, where your thoughts go, your energy flows. That's exactly what's happening. Your mindset is being reflected back to you when you focus on all the little petty things that are aggravating you or frustrating you, or you feel like someone's behavior is not right, so you're going to hyper focus on it and judge them all day. you're causing damage to yourself. You're causing yourself to waste time on things that are not constructive, and you're keeping yourself in a low vibration energy. And all you have to do is realize it to get yourself out of that. Okay, interesting. It's like there's the reality, the pop, the realization. I'm focusing on all the things where I am actually in a healing process and have the ability to be in that process where things are getting better, because this is about a heart that has been hurt like this, or someone's frustrated or angry about something, but it's healing. Okay, this is about getting to the end of a situation with the number 9 where things can turn around, and there's a lack of balance, and there's this perpetuating of difficult energy, and we have the ability to change this. We just need to connect to spirit, say, please help me to get out of this situation, help me to see the positives and look at things that are constructive, and or just go and do something else. Withdraw from that energy if you have to, if it's a particular person. I just saw 1111 on the counter. The balance will be restored. The minute you have that light bulb moment, it's going to switch things around. Do something else. Okay, I want to pull a spirit animal just as some additional guidance here. Let's see what the spirit animals have to say. We can get some. Oh, here's one that's facing up. Stag spirit, take the lead. I actually saw an AI thing yesterday. It was just an AI art, move, like a motion art that somebody had done. That sounds terrible. It's the wrong way to describe it, but it was of a deer like this, like those sacred deers that you see, and it was this beautiful white deer in the forest with very similar antlers that had like crystals and just this sparkling kind of effect that they'd added onto it. It was AI art, but it was absolutely beautiful. And this is literally popped up at the top of the deck. None of the other cards are the other way around. Take the lead, it says. So you have the ability to change this. Just say, okay, that's it. I've realized this is happening. Let's go in a different direction. Okay, anything else, please? Thank you. Nothing is wasted. Okay, this is also a 9, and I feel like you need to know that you shouldn't beat yourself up for what's happened here. This was meant to happen because it's made you realize something. If you get in a situation like this in the future, it's very likely that you'll spot it sooner and you'll get yourself out of it sooner. Like we can turn anxiety into excitement if we realize how close together those two energies are as well. And instead of getting ourselves in a complete tiz, we can say, okay, this feels like very close to excitement. What can I be excited about? And we actually manage to transmute that anxious energy, when we're able to do that, into something constructive. It's not easy, it takes practice, but this is what this is talking about. I feel like nothing is wasted. It's like, don't think that this experience was a waste of time. This was an important lesson, and you will be able to take the lead and control it better in the future when this happens. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this there. I think that's it. Let me just double check. Is there any other message? There is. Dear Spirit, again, bring a gentle touch, another number 9, okay? You're at the end of the situation. Don't think that you're necessarily going to struggle with this terribly. Don't beat yourself up about it, okay? Don't envy others who have better control over it. You've learned the lesson today. This is the turning point for you to not get yourself in this kind of energy again, or if you find yourself in it, to identify it very quickly and sort it out. It's a mindset shift. Okay, I wish you all a beautiful day, and I hope this helped. Please take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.